Mr. Sanchos versus Paradise Beach Club in Cozumel, Mexico. So what is going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel. So today I am going to be going over which beach club I prefer and just the differences to the two, so you guys can make a decision on what beach club you want to visit while visiting Cozumel Island in Mexico. So Mr. Sanchos, there you go. Excuse me, guys. I absolutely loved it. The main reason why I really loved Mr. Sanchos as opposed to Paradise Beach was that it was super quiet. So when I had gone there, there was two sections in Mr. Sanchos that you can choose. You can either choose an all-inclusive option that is about 65 USD for the entire day, and that includes unlimited drinks, cocktails, and food. And then you get your own separate section where you kind of see more people down the beach, where you also get access to the water sports. But since I was just by myself and I wasn't in a group, I decided to do a la carte because I also had rented a scooter while I was on the island, so I was not going to be drinking anyways. And to be honest, I really enjoyed the a la carte section. It was just super quiet and I was able to just go relax. Still had great service. There was waiter service there, and just read my book in peace, kind of without the rowdy all-inclusive crowd. So the prices of everything though at Mr. Sanchos, I really thought were very reasonable. For it being right on the water, it is a beach club, and everything else. I got a Jamaica, which is a hibiscus tea drink, one of my favorites in Mexico. It's literally all I drink, which now I have brought that tradition with me back to the States. The food was also super delicious. I got a regular quesadilla, but it was actually super yummy. The chicken was very flavorful. Cheese was really great. The guacamole, everything, and you really can't beat the view. You also do have access to a private pool. There is also a separate restaurant if you didn't want to eat, on the beach itself. And then there was showers and changing rooms if you wanted to go and do that after the long day, of just swimming in the ocean and the pool itself. So I do want to say that Mr. Sanchos is further out than Paradise Beach. So it took me a little bit longer to get here. Now I know a lot of you guys for the most part are coming on a cruise and you're looking to see what you want to do for the day while you guys are docked. And if timing is an issue for you, then Mr. Sanchos might not be the best option. But if you are on the island at a resort or you rented an Airbnb, then I highly recommend coming to Mr. Sanchos. It is a little bit further out, but there is taxi service that will bring you here, and they bring you directly to the front entrance, and the taxis are there up until closing. So from opening until closing, which is about 5 to 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you will be able to, Central Standard Time, you will be able to get a cab back to the center of Cozumel from Mr. Sanchos, but that is also an option that is available for Paradise Beach. So that's one thing. If you're completely new to Cozumel, that is something that is for every single beach club, not just Mr. Sanchos or Paradise Beach. There is cabs that will pick you up from either the ferry port or from the cruise ship docking ports. So definitely keep that in mind. All in all, Mr. Sanchos is my favorite, and I spent for the entire day because they do not even charge you at the door when you come in for the a la carte. So for this entire day, I spent about not even 20 USD between water, a Jamaica drink, which is that hibiscus tea drink, and my quesadillas. So for myself on a tropical island, 20 USD was absolutely an amazing deal and bargain, and I just had the most relaxing, amazing day in the Caribbean waters of Mexico. And for Paradise Beach, I have to say, is a a beach club that is near and dear to my heart, and you will see why, just because it is just so beautiful. You know, they really have put a lot of thought into the beach club itself. So with Paradise Beach though, because there is no two separate sections, you do have to pay at the door. So that is the difference with Paradise Beach and with Mr. Sanchos, is that Mr. Sanchos, it's free to walk in and then you just decide what you want to do, either just pay for what you consume or get the all-inclusive. At Paradise Beach, you have to pay at the door, and it is 10 USD. And then everything else that you are going to be getting afterwards is extra. So if you want a cocktail, if you want some waters, if you want any type of appetizers or food, everything is extra. So that really is the only difference. And I do want to say outside of that, that the prices for Paradise Beach are also a little bit more expensive than Mr. Sanchos. I don't want to say terribly more expensive. It's just a couple of dollars more. But again, this is a review and an honest one, just so you guys know what to expect when you are deciding and coming to Cozumel and deciding on either or if you have the time, I definitely recommend going to both. But for the entrance, it is 10 USD, and then for the all-inclusive for the day at Paradise Beach, because that is another big option here, it is 65 USD. Now that is when I was there, so prices may change, but that is probably the price, give or take a couple of dollars. Now, the same thing with the food and the drinks, they were just a couple of dollars more. But what I really loved about Paradise Beach, as you can see, that it is just super beautiful, super clean, super modern. The one thing I do want to say that was a little weird, or I just kind of thought was a little weird, was that their pool is heated, which I don't know if they, you know, just maybe didn't want their guests to go into a pool that may be cold. But that was one thing that when I got into the pool, it was kind of a little underwhelming or overwhelming, I actually even want to say, because I was already so hot from the tropical sun and I wanted to cool off, and then you get into the pool and you know, it's heated. So it was definitely weird for me at least. But the grounds are beautiful, and they have these two parrots there. They've been there for years. If you guys don't know, you know, I'm living in Mexico. I lived in Mexico for so long. So Paradise Beach, this is not the first time that I've come here. I've come here several times because I love both of these beach clubs. And those parrots are there all the time. They are the cutest things, and the grounds itself are just super clean. There is a store, which I do have to say, when I went to Mr. Sanchos, their stores were not open really. There was only like one or two shops that were open, so it was nice. You know, at Paradise Beach, everything was open all the time. But I do want to say, you know, everything is open all the time because Paradise Beach is a lot busier than Mr. Sanchos. So right now I got footage kind of early morning, but by midday when those cruises kind of dock and everyone's making their way to the beach clubs, Paradise Beach did end up getting so crowded that for me as a solo traveler, where I'm not really big into partying, I like to just more relax in the tropics, I did feel like it was just way too much for me. But if you are a party goer and you're in a big crowd and you guys want more of, you know, the party, or the party doesn't bother you guys at all and you want to be in that kind of scene, then definitely you're not going, you know, to even think that is an issue, and you will absolutely love, you know, the vibe at Paradise Beach, because around noontime it does get, you know, just happening, and definitely a lot more busier than Mr. Sanchos. Now, Mr. Sanchos, it still was busy on the all-inclusive side. You did see people kind of further down on the beach, but because it is separated to two sections, and I was only on the a la carte section, it did look very quiet. But the other end, I do want to let you guys know that there was people there, even if you guys are partiers. Now, this was probably my favorite thing about Paradise Beach, and this is just so Instagram worthy, guys. You know, right here on this dock, just the views is beautiful, and they have two swings there. I got the best pictures for my Instagram right here, and you just cannot beat the views. The waters in Cozumel are just to die for. Palm trees just make me so happy. So for me, this is really my favorite part of Paradise Beach, and why Paradise Beach has my heart, and why I always end up going back to it. I just love coming onto this dock. I will jump off, go into the water, and just really, you know, enjoy this beautiful ocean. And just so you guys know, there is waiter service though at all times here on Paradise Beach as well, just like it was in Mr. Sanchos. So I really hope that this video was helpful for you guys. Any questions, comment down below, or just reach out to me on my Instagram. I always answer everybody. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Until next time.